Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, as you guys can tell, we are going to be repotting the citrus tree, which I have a lemon and lime here. I've been patiently waiting to do this video, and I'm so excited that this day has finally come where we can do it together and just see the process of it all. So so that's what we're going to be doing today. All right, so here is, I have this size of a pot. I don't know exactly the size of it, but it is a little bit bigger compared to these plastic pots that they come in when you purchase them at, I believe I got it at Lowe's or Home Depot, but either big box store, they carry these. And I'm just going to remove it out of the plastic pot here and transfer it into this bigger pot. And all I'm doing is I want to slowly, gradually make my roots stronger and a little bit bigger, because I do want a bigger tree. So the bigger pot you have, the bigger tree you get. So that's what I'm going to do, is just slowly work my way into it and see how well they do in here, just until I can find a bigger pot of my taste. Because, sorry mom, but this is not really my style, although it's very cute and colorful, and I wanted to paint it, but as of right now, we're just gonna use as is. So what I'm just going to do is remove the plastic from here and add soil. And the soil I'm going to be using today is this all natural garden soil, and this one is for flowers, vegetables. It is organic, which I love. So that's what we're going to be using today. Before working with the soil, I'm just going to remove this plant from the plastic pot. And as you guys can see, it's already like root bound, so it's growing pretty healthy in my opinion. So I'm just going to also remove this from here. Everything still looks good and healthy. It doesn't smell rot or anything like that. It's just very root bound. So I'm just going to break it up a little bit and tease it through the roots, just to be careful to not damage any roots. Okay, like that seems good. And then now just take some of this part off. Now what we're gonna do is, I'm just going to maybe fill up the soil about this much. That's about a quarter of soil into this pot. And then I'm also going to incorporate this fertilizer, the citrus fertilizer, with the soil and mix it very well. And all you want to do is follow directions in the bag. And so all I'm going to use is about half a cup per 1 cubic feet into the soil. And I'm just going to use this because it kind of smells. And then just mix this. Now that we have our soil and our fertilizer mixed very well, I'm just going to add our plant and place it right in the middle. And then we're just gonna fill around the rim with more soil. right, now that we've done that, we don't want to fill it up too high, just so when we water it doesn't overflow. So I'm just going to give it a good shake, make sure there isn't no like pocket holes. Okay, and then we're just going to do the same for the next one. And it's just, again, we're just going to fill it up 1/4 of soil, and then we're also going to put our organic fertilizer and mix it really well, and then insert your plant, and then fill the rest with soil. Okay, so here it looks like it has ants, so good thing we are repotting, so I can clear that up. And we're just going to remove all this soil on top as well as on the bottom. Okay. Now that we cleared out the ants in here, it is good to go for repotting. We're just going to simply place it in our pot and then fill soil. All right, so once our soil is filled, again, you don't want to like overfill your soil for watering, so it doesn't, when you water, it doesn't overfill. So now we're just going to give it a good shake and check for any pocket holes. Okay. And we're just going to give it a good water because it's been a couple of days that I haven't watered it, and we just want the roots to start growing and get the whole fertilization going on. All right, so now I'm just going to be using this neem oil to help just to protect it from any type of insect pest. As you guys seen, I was dealing with, looks like ants, or might have been spider mites. I'm not sure exactly, but it did look like ants. And I also want to protect it from any type of like powdery mildew, anything of that. So this is a really good neem oil. It's ready to use and it's organic for gardening, which I try my best to use organic products. So I'm just going to spray a little bit on inside the soil as well as on the leaves. All right, so here it is. Our citrus trees are finally repotted. I'm so happy and excited. I can't wait to see some citrus growing on here. I will be more than happy to update on how they are doing. But these are repotted and they are fertilized. They should be good for another 2 months. And what I love about this is also that they're small enough to carry indoors for when we start hitting the winter colder nights and colder months. And another tip that I learned as well as in my research is that when you're doing repotting, make sure that your temperatures are between 70 and 90 degrees before repotting, because we don't want to shock our roots. And I also learned about pruning our citrus trees. There's a tons of videos on where you can learn about that, but I will show you further on in the video. I just don't want to shock our plants and doing too much with them because we've repotted. I messed with one of the citrus roots because we were dealing with ants, as you've seen, and so I just trying to keep it happy and slowly get them used to their new home. And as of right now, I'm not going to put them in my greenhouse or around my greenhouse because we are dealing with web worms, and we did a covering over my garden just because a lot of my vegetables in there were getting eaten away by these web worms. So I'm not going to be placing these over there. I'm just going to put them right here where I'm at because I have a shade under here and it's less trees over here and more protected. So they're just gonna stay here for now. But I'm so happy that they are finally done with, and hopefully we get something. And like I mentioned, I will keep you updated on how they grow and if we produce anything. But so yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed and learned something in this video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe as well, so that way you guys can help me with my channel and we can become longtime friends and just learn from one another. And I can't wait to hear from you guys. So I will see you guys on my next video. Bye. Thanks, guys.